de facto, pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight looking back.
All right, guys, Ian from Such Goes Disc Golf. We're back with 2015 Rocky Mountain Disc Golf Championships round 1, part 2, and again joined by Jared Person. Say what's up, Jared.
Hello.
There he is. And hey, Jared.
Yeah.
Let's watch some disc golf.
All right, that's good.
All right, guys, we are back with round 1, part 2. We're starting off on hole 10. Christian is 7 down. Jared and Joey hanging around 3 down. Seth's not doing too shabby either. And hole 10 is 337-foot par 3. This one's pretty downhill, Jared.
Yeah, it's similar to the other one, but we get a little flat, plateau area, so you get a little landing zone.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And a kind of a lefty hole, yeah?
Yeah, this one's true lefty hole for sure.
Mm-hmm. Christian's throwing his X-Cal and put too much ante on that.
Yeah, that's the hill. He'll take the ante.
Yep. And Seth is throwing his Champion Eagle.
No.
Oh. Came out, late there, I guess?
I think it was just late. I bet that shot was going to be real nice.
Mm-hmm. And Joey also opted for the forehand. Put some serious ante on that, but that thing was pretty overstable.
For sure. Yeah, whatever that was he threw.
Yeah, it fought out pretty hard, and he actually gave himself a look from where he landed. And you're throwing your M2, and this looks just
That's actually,
butter.
I'm throwing a PA1 here.
Oh, okay.
Overstable putter.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Damn,
Oh.
dude. Nice shot.
Well, you got the hill. It plays a lot shorter than what was it say 337.
Seth almost banged it from like 120.
Awesome. It was funny. I was at the top of the hill still. I was talking to Ron Panisi, the tournament director up there, and I just heard it and all you guys yelling. So I was excited to see this video. You put it on the highlights, so that was rad.
Nice. Christian finished short left, and again his upshots.
At this point in the round, I'm just anticipating that every putt he throws, he's going to make.
I know, right?
There we go.
Nice putt from Joey.
Joey Kozlowski patted it from the knee even.
Yeah, man. It doesn't matter where.
Yep. Kept it up that time. Didn't hit the cage.
Exactly. Are you guys?
It's funny. Christian was actually talking to me right there. He's like, $50, Joey makes this, and I was like, no. Mostly because I didn't have $50, but I also kind of thought he was going to make it. So.
That's awesome. I was gonna say it's really fun watching this card, man. You guys are all really good friends and they're just really great attitude, man. It was one of the better times I've had filming.
For a better card. I got to meet Joey at Zootown about a month or so earlier. Played around with him, and Seth, he was in the scene a long time ago, back before I even moved up into this area. So everyone knew him, and then I met him this year, and he's just amazing. I've known Christian for a long time, so
nice,
yeah, it's a great card. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Cool, man. Well, some nice birdies from you and Joey. I wanted a hole 11, 343, and again we're going downhill. This is a really pretty hole, Jared.
Yeah, this is probably one of the most picturesque holes out here. You got the Bridger Mountains in the background, throwing down a little kind of valley-ish fairway. Awesome. So
yeah, Joey getting a little too much turn on that one, but cut roll towards the basket at least.
For sure. That tends to be the tendency with this hole, is because the fall line's going to the left. You're throwing it and you're trying to keep it right, thinking that the hill's going to pull you down that way. So
that was a nice drive from you, man.
Yeah, it's the best shot I've ever thrown on this hole. I'm always hyzering way too early on this one.
It was a good time to do it on camera, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
And Christian busting out his Star AVR and parked for Christian. And
this was in the highlights. Yeah, this is a beautiful shot.
Right?
Is that his eagle?
Yeah, it's his eagle. It had the most beautiful turn to it and just faded right at the basket.
I never noticed it until right now. He does throw quite a few forehands.
Right?
I've played a ton of rounds with him. I never noticed it. That's awesome.
They always come out great. And Christian makes another birdie putt. Because why not?
The thing that's disgusting about Christian's putt is he just makes the craziest hyzer putt look so easy.
Yeah.
And I make it look so difficult. But hey, it stayed in.
As long as they get a win, buddy, they count. They count the same on the scorecard. And Joey makes his comebacker for a par, and Seth, after just a beautiful drive, makes his birdie. 3 birdies right there on a not easy hole.
Yep. 8 down after 11.
Yeah.
Joke.
Pretty gross.
So at this point, really, the course record is only, I think, 9 down.
Wow.
E5. Or I guess that would be 10 down.
I think it's 10 down, yeah.
So I shot a 45 and shot a 45 once. So, yeah, he's definitely looking to beat that. So.
Yeah. So up next, guys, is hole 12, 333. This is a pretty tough hole.
This is a really tough hole.
And you threw a roller.
Yeah, I wish I got that down earlier. That is it's one of my favorite shots to throw out here because there's this little hill it goes and it just feeds right to the basket, but I didn't get down quick enough. So
Yeah, it looks like it landed a little left of where you wanted. Otherwise, I think it would have been parked, man. You landed like 20
and
feet
even
to
if
the right.
it's not, there's some bushes off to the left-hand side, so if I turn over, it doesn't go any further. It just hits those bushes. So.
Gotcha. Seth's getting a little more turn on his eagle than he wanted. Finishes almost pin high, but quite off to the right.
A lot of righties tend to end up right in that area. Because cutting corner, you can either go around the tree or take a more straight at it approach like Joey here.
Mm-hmm.
Joey probably would be a little bit more right.
Yeah.
Missed that tree, but...
Oh, too high.
And...
such a bad shot.
Oh,
So terrible. Oh, man. What was I thinking?
You're better than that, buddy. Come on now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nice up shot from Joey. And you looking to say par here, or do you think you're just thinking 4?
It's a PA4, so it's pretty glidey. So I just kind of put the nose up and some turnover, and if it stays up and goes in, cool. If not, it's not going to be too far away.
Right on. Seth kind of just forced to pitch out and save a par, and Christian, I'm sure he's running in this one.
Oh, for sure. 100%. Oh, man, that was close.
That was the weirdest thing, dude. You see that? It
What
didn't go
happened?
in.
Oh. It didn't. It is a little strange. I agree.
Yeah.
So what was going on?
And Jared making your 4 at least. Stop the bleeding. And Joey's got to make a par along with Seth and Christian. I like that roller shot, though, man. I'm a fan of the rollers.
You know what? The funny thing is I practiced that shot probably 4 times, and that's the only time it went all the way left.
Oh, man.
I kind of wish that would have happened the very first time I tried it. I maybe would have thrown a mid-range straight up the gut or something.
Right.
But whatever.
Yeah.
It's fun to throw.
That's disc golf, man. It happens. Yep.
Exactly.
So we're on a hole 13, 252. This one's just pretty much dead straight, just slightly uphill.
It's straight, and it's shorter than it looks from the tee pad.
Mm-hmm.
So, imagine lots of mid-ranges or putters right here.
And it pitches down just before the basket. And,
But if you land right where Christian is, if you don't try to run the basket, it's a pretty straightforward hole.
Mm-hmm. Seth looking to follow that rock shot up with another good one, and looking pretty solid.
Yeah, looking
Wow.
perfect.
Yeah, that's really solid. Can't do much better than that. Joey? And Joey is a first grade teacher.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. In Wyoming, I believe. And throw in your M2. It's been working for you all day, Jared.
That's probably why I was throwing it. I normally throw a putter on this.
Oh,
Oh, that was dirty. That was going to be good.
it was, right? It looked like you hit a rock or something.
Yeah.
And Joey.
Yeah, I try to play it short, just like 15, 20, but this is a good 30, 35 short.
Yeah. Joey came up short, but hit basket per the usual, and you wanted it a little too much, buddy.
I think so.
And Christian wanted it just the right amount.
Just like it's no thing.
Yeah. Seriously, it's like such a nonchalant putt that just goes in. Yeah, great drive from Seth. Makes the bird, you make your par along with Joey. There's a little tiny comebacker here.
Yeah, this is a bummer not to tee this one. This one's probably one of the easier holes on the course. There's just not a lot of trouble.
Yeah, you
unless
probably
you really do something wrong. But yeah.
Losing a stroke to most of the people if you take a par on that one. We're on to hole 14, par 3, 190. There is OB behind the basket, Jared, correct?
Yeah, about 15, 20 feet maybe.
Uh-huh.
Which, in retrospect now, I should just go for this every time. Because you're either going to be parked or you're going to have a 20-footer for a 3.
That's true, huh?
Yeah.
I threw a tomahawk at this one, and birdied it.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've played a handful of tournaments out here, and I swear this play is so difficult for people because they're thinking about the OB behind it.
Uh-huh.
It's trying to be real touchy. That was...
Yep.
I don't know if that was touchy or just a Klingon or what right there from Seth.
Yeah.
I
Uncharacteristic.
remember he was telling me, he's like, oh, great. The only time I've ever hit that tree, thousands of people are going to walk on because it's gone.
Gotta love it, right? And your shot, just a little too much Annie on it.
That's that same flippy PA3 that I've got, and I probably just should have thrown my PA1 with a little bit of just flat and with a good amount of spin, but tried to. It's a good shot. I'm within probably 20, 25 feet.
Yeah, he looks like he's still have a putt. And here's Christian for his 2.
No problem.
There's Christian's 2.
Yeah, maybe I was a little further than I thought.
Yeah, it looks about 30.
Opposite of what I just did.
Oh. Yeah, you're right.
So, it's funny. So you sent the highlights out, and I was watching it, and I just stopped straddle putting after watching myself.
Did you? That's too funny,
I straddle putted for a year and a half. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm a terrible straddle putter. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna work on something different.
Oh, that's too funny, man.
I still straddle, but trying to be a little better at it.
Right on, man. Christian carding the lone birdie on that one. He is now 10 down.
That short little hole.
Yep.
No one ever hits it unless you're Christian.
We're on the hole 15, 245. It plays long or harder than the 245 would indicate, though. Like,
yeah, it's another one of those holes where it kind of looks like a righty hole, but it's probably a little bit more of a lefty hole just because it's got that kind of weird bend to it that's real subtle. Like you want it to turn but then straighten out, you know?
yeah, a lot of really deceiving fairways out at Bohart.
Absolutely. Just, I notice in the Northwest in general, we've got a lot of people who don't like to cut down trees, which is awesome. But so you end up with really uniquely shaped kind of fairways.
Yeah.
You're trying to put the gap turn subtly and
Very
isn't just
true.
kind of a standard height.
It was a nice shot from Joey. Finished pin high off to the left. Gonna have a look for
Anything
2.
over there is good. Yeah, you got to putt from over there.
Yeah, it's a pretty clean look from the left. Then you throw a little hyzer flip here.
Way too hard, too. Too high, too hard. If that was clean, that was going to be way too far.
So here's your look for 2 from about 55. It looks like maybe 50, but not so much.
That wasn't. Yeah, just losing some focus here, Jared's got to snap out of it.
Yeah. And Seth for a 2. Comes up a little short. And Jared finished pin high off to the left. Dude.
No elevator.
Oh my god, man.
Looks like it could do it.
He's just clanging all over this basket. I think every single putt of his has hit at least some form of metal.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it's crazy. And that was you making a par, Seth making a par, Christian made a birdie because Christian makes birdies, and Joey taking a par.
Yeah.
Yep.
They say you can't win a tournament in the first round, but by golly, Christian's trying. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. He's giving it a solid effort right here.
Absolutely, yeah.
We're on a hole 16, 279. This is pretty downhill, and this place is an island green, Jared?
Yeah, it's got a little creek in front of it, and in the past, the creek's just been OB. But it's real small, and depending on how much rain or how much snow they had that year, like it'll almost dry up, so it's kind of hard to tell if the disc was totally submerged or not. So they just decided to make it an island.
Oh.
That definitely did not make the island.
And that was the worst shot of Christian's round. And Seth is going to finish left, but he actually gets onto the island. It's kind of
He does, yep.
bigger off to the left. If you're going to miss, you want to miss left, put it that way.
Yeah, it's a lot wider over there. The creek wraps around the right-hand side and the back. Like, right where Joey's at. I can't remember if that was in or not, but
That
it's
was
really
not
close.
in.
Just, that was not awesome.
Yeah, a little too much Andy. So this is the drop zone where everybody's going to be playing from, except for Seth. And Christian's just going to be laying up for a 4. Joey, looks like he's kind of running this one here.
Yeah, he's giving it a little go.
Yeah, sure did. Should be able to save his
The
4. at least.
hyzer, that's the good side to hyzer way. OB probably 10 feet to the left of that, but no real trouble on the way. So.
And Seth probably forced to lay up because he's going right at OB. But gonna get a stroke on you
The
guys.
funny
though.
thing is if you hit your gap on this hole, it's it's pretty straightforward. It's just gets in your head with the island. There was a little wind, which we couldn't tell too much up on the hill over there.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as we walked here to the left up to the next hole, you can really feel it. So.
Yeah. I birdied it with one of Christian's classic rocks.
Nice.
Yeah,
Did he give you one?
He let me throw it, which is, that's cool.
Yeah.
Enough, right?
Yeah. He is like, if he ever wins Worlds, I'll bet you he'll get a classic rock. Annabelle will hook him up with that because he throws those almost exclusive. Although the Rock 3 came out, he started getting a little bit of a crush on the Rock 3.
Yeah,
so.
he did. Yeah. So we're up to hole 17, guys. 269. This one's pretty uphill, and then left of the basket, it drops off real quick, right, Jared?
Yeah, you do not want to be past it and left. It's pretty much a cliff.
Mm-hmm. And Seth's throwing these sweet Sexton Firebirds, but that one got a little high.
Wind's blowing up that hill, so it lifted him.
Gotcha. And Christian says, that's a good disc selection. I'm going to improve on the shot.
It's the exact same disc.
Yeah.
That Seth Mr. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you pretty much parked it for Christian. And Joey throwing the forehand here. Interesting shot.
Little surprised, yeah, because if I was ready, I would definitely throw a hyzer.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, buddy.
I know. I thought I was perfect.
Yeah.
I must have got 40 feet of lift on that disc.
That was
crazy.
bananas, dude. That wind's just coming up the hill.
Yeah, just whipping up the hill. As soon as my the underside of my disc got exposed, it just lifted it straight up in the air.
Man, that was wild. We're in the mountains, folks.
Yeah.
And Joey's fortunate to stay up off this cliff here. Easily could have gone really far. But should be saving up par.
Yeah.
This is you to save a par?
That was probably the best putt of the whole round.
That was solid, man.
Yeah, it was actually in the center.
Yeah, that's true, huh? And Christian making a birdie. Per the usual. Joey makes his par, and Seth's going to clean up a par right here, I'd imagine. Yeah. Center chains. And Christian is 11 down, Jared. That's course recordy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, gotta love it.
Well, he pars this next hole. That's course record.
Yes,
so,
correct.
Yeah, that's solid.
And,
this is just the best pitching hole. So much fun.
It really is cool, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like a top of the world, not crazy long, but just you got the view. It's just it's great.
Yeah, and hole 18 is sponsored by Christian Dietrich.
Yep.
Yeah, gotta love it. Yeah, so very downhill, like Jared was saying, top of the world type shot, and Christian's throwing his classic rock, and that thing is just going crazy in the wind.
All over the place in the wind. Yep.
I think he wanted a little more turn on it, but still finished pinning off to the left. Kind of a putt, but it's longer than he wanted.
Yeah. That orange one, I think, is pretty straight for him usually. So, but I could be wrong.
Gotcha.
No. He has so many. So it could be a new orange one. I have no idea.
That's an expensive bag he's got, man. Those classic rocks. Those things are worth a ton.
Yeah. Every time they come up or I see someone with one, I'm always like, Christian, this guy's got. You know?
I'm just going to go on the record and say Christian is the best disc golfing lawyer in the entire world.
Absolutely. He is my lawyer, too. I love it.
Is he?
I have him on a friendship retainer.
That is awesome, man.
Yep.
All respect to my buddy Corey Higdon and Paul Frazier. Christian's better, guys. Sorry. And a good-looking shot from you here, Jared.
Yeah, little M2. There's a little bit of wind, but I figured just a little hyzer, keep it low.
Mm-hmm.
Get down there.
And Seth finished quite short. Going to be taking a par off that. And Joey went a little bit long left, coming back for his birdie.
You're right. I think every putt he hits basket.
He hits basket.
Whether it was in or he hit.
Or
yeah, exactly.
Oh. Man. You tell Christian wanted that one.
Oh, for sure. Oh, please go in. It did.
You wanted that one more than Christian, though. You got it, buddy.
Did. Yeah.
Nice birdie. It's a great way to finish, at least, though, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, 4 down. Not the best on this course. This was the A tier. You'd want to be at least 7.
Yeah.
You know, feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But
I can see you.
Christian's like 7. I'll take 11 down. You know, we'll see what happens the next 2 rounds.
Just gross, man. Well, cool, guys. That is all we got for round 1. We'll catch you in round 2. Thanks for watching.